Oh, that's not good. I didn't realise my camera had slipped. There we are. You don't want to be seeing my belly. Hello everybody, I'm so sorry I'm late. There's a few technical difficulties. Hopefully some of you will be here for it. I completely understand if you're not. It's been a bit of a chaotic one, I have to say. The biggest problem being, no, you didn't miss me. I have been experiencing some technical difficulties. A light fitting on the ceiling decided to explode earlier on, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get it repaired in time for me to go live, which it kind of wasn't. But I'm here. But apparently my setup doesn't want me to be. So let's just adjust that camera again. There we are. Just the camera. But we don't want it that close, do we? Because, you know, otherwise you're gonna have me there we are, that should be better. Oh, but you can see the microphone. It's okay, we can move the microphone out of the way. It's fine. It's fine. We get there. We get there. Oh my god, this really does not want me to do anything today, does it? It is on a right wind-up merchant. Right, let's tilt that down. No, we don't want that. Right. I am so sorry that your city's without power, Babs. I hope you've got enough charge in your phone to keep you going for a little while. I just need to set up. Oh, right, okay. I can see there was some chat beforehand. Oh dear, well, I believe I've missed people. I'm very sorry. Oh my lord. I'm just gonna let some people know that I'm... Oh no, your tablet's at 5%. Right, so it's about half an hour late. Tonight's lesson is going to be on the BetterPress, which is the next kind of incarnation from the oh, you weren't meant to see those. I hope you didn't see them. Which is the next incarnation from foiling. It's a very similar thing, but has very different results because you use very different things to achieve it. Right, let's get those curtains closed because we don't want people, we don't want perverts peering in, do we? Right, let's turn up that light a bit and we can get that a bit more angle. Trees and power line. Oh no, that is awful, Babs. I am so sorry to hear that. It is a nightmare, I tell you, a nightmare. Right, there we are. So, talking about better pressing and foiling, because they're both two things that kind of overlap each other, I'm just going to get out my BetterPress, which is the system we need to do it all with. Hi, my love, sorry about that earlier on. As I just explained to Babs, the light fitting above me blew off the ceiling. It wasn't very happy, I imagine, so it decided to explode off of the ceiling. Oh, Babs, I hope it isn't down for days, because that's the last thing that you really want or need. So for better pressing, we need our BetterPress pad, BetterPress platform. And as I was saying, the world of hot foiling and BetterPress kind of overlap a bit. So the first thing I'm going to take you through is the difference between the BetterPress plates, which we have some here. So these are all different types of BetterPress plates that you can use. There are even sentiments. But the difference between these and using a foil plate is that there is a special coating on the BetterPress plates that you can use for with the special oil inks that are produced for better pressing. Now those are archival and they don't smudge smear. They take a little while to dry, but once it's all dry, it's completely smudge smear free and it's archival quality, so it's not gonna go it's not gonna wear out in the sun or anything. The colour's not gonna fade, is what I'm trying to say. And the foil plates do not have that coating, so that's the difference between the two. However, you can still use your foil plates in your BetterPress, but don't use your oil inks that are specifically for the BetterPress, because they will not come off and you won't thank yourself for doing it. I've done it to a few myself. So that is the difference between the BetterPress and BetterPress plates and the foil plates. But now, if you do want to use your foil plates, you can use like any of your distress inks. You can use your oxides. The oxides don't give as good of a colour, but you can use those. You can use your Lisa Horton inks. As I especially support the use of any of the metallics and any of the interference inks and the colour shift inks. All those kind of things, they're going to give you an absolutely fantastic, crisp and beautiful, beautiful image. Right, that all being said, I'm going to grab a few bits of cardstock out so we can do some pressing. So here we have some A2, which is 5x6, which is is it 5x6? No, it's 4. Well, it's what is our A6 size in the UK. Now, to use it, you want to flip over your BetterPress, and this is a little bit of a top tip from me. If you're going to use the if you're going to use it in line with these registration lines, I just put a little bit of dotty tape runner. I'm so sorry, I thought I was cancelling, but I managed to get the light fitting fixed, which was a bit of a feat in itself. So I'm using that as the pretty much guide, and I'll press that down onto those few bits of the dotted tape runner that I've put down, and it holds it perfectly for you. So, you know what I feel like doing is some of these butterflies. Yay, naive to see you. Yeah, as I explained, Kaz, the light fitting on the ceiling exploded off about 2 hours before I was meant to go live. So I had to go to the B&Q, buy a completely new ceiling light fitting, wire it, and put the new light up. Because, yeah, But I have the light, I have the live. I'm here. Everybody should hopefully be happy. So, because I know those are in line, actually, you know what? I'm going to use the ones that match up for this. Mostly because I can. And I don't want to waste the cardstock. So, I'm going to be using some of my Lisa Horton inks. I was only messing, Kazmataz. I knew what you meant. Thank you so much for being here, lovely. And thank you to all of you for being here, especially considering I've started half an hour late. So, I would like to use... Oh, let me consult with my swatch book. I would like to use... You know what, I'm going to use Fruit Punch, I think. Ooh. Ooh. Let's, you know what, I've changed my mind. I'm going to use Sweet Treat. So this is the Sweet Treat ink pad. Now we don't go boo 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 with these. We gently put the ink pad down and twist. And you can see there that it's picking up the ink, and it's just a gentle light sitting on top of the plate. Twisting action. And there we go. So we have those butterflies there ready to rock and roll. This does actually come with a registration plate, so you can line them up properly and do all the good things for layering and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just going to do it as two separate flat ones so that you can see what we're working with. So all I need now is my BetterPress plate top, which I have just there, and you can see the card is right lined up correctly. I need to put that a bit more centralised. Yes, it was a bit of an oh my. Oh, you have the other one, do you? Oh, well, that's disappointing. I'm joking. I'm joking. You can have the other one. The other one is absolutely fine. You may not get the same results as what you would get with a BetterPress, but you will get some results. And as you can see there, the ink... Oh, let me put it this way. The ink has transferred quite beautifully. And it's pressed. Now, because I took a couple of my shims out of the bottom because it was feeling a bit funny, that's why it's not gone all the way quite as deep into the paper as I'd have liked. So all I'm going to do, and because this hasn't moved, these haven't moved, I'm going to put an extra shim back in the bottom there, pop that back on, and run it through again. But if you do have a Sizzix machine, you can get the BetterPress. It does work with the Sizzix machine, the Sizzix hand cranker. However, since I've come across to the Spellbinders 6, I would never have another one differently from this one now. All of Lisa's 3D embossing folders go through it like a dream, and it's the distinct lack of effort you have to use. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, Kazmataz. I did genuinely think that might be the case. And there we go. We can see now that all the ink's gone onto there, and it's got that nice... You could just kind of see it just there. It's depressed into the cardstock. And this is just on normal watercolour cardstock, because I don't have any of the nice cotton cardstock. And there's a little bit of residue. So all I'm going to do is just spritz that with some water, and we'll wipe it away. And here we go. This time we'll use the registration, and we'll build up a butterfly. So now that will hold onto there. So if we do our base colour first, so we're going to use Sweet Treats again as our base colour. And we've still got our dotty tape, our sticky dotty tape on here. You have got a Sizzix hand crank one. Well, then that will work with it absolutely perfectly, my dear. Because I used to use it with mine before I switched to this beautiful little beast. Right, so I'm going to use Sweet Treat again as the base colour. But now that we've got this registration plate, registration going on down there, we can line it up. There we are. I don't even know why I'm holding the top because I don't need to. I've just that went through rather quickly. Right, so there we go. We can see that's gone on lovely on our Feisty McCann. And I'm just gonna wipe that off and apparently wipe the press plate with it. But because that's not moved, I can just come in with my plate, put it straight back down where it was beforehand, and I'm going to get a different colour, which is going to be a bit of fruit salad. And I'm just going to ink this up. You can use like maybe 2 or 3 different colours on this and get a nice ombre effect. Your die cutting green machine. Yes, this is my big green machine and I've got the little green machine over there. And thank you for coming in, Miss Elizabeth. I'm so pleased to see you. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for popping in. Did you hear I had a little bit of a girl, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong before I went live. The light fitting on the ceiling exploded off of the ceiling, you know, just as it does. These things happen. Right, so now because of that registration and nothing having been moved, look at that. Okay, it slipped a little bit. That's on me. That's not on the machine. But you can see how well that's still come together and how sparkly, shiny and amazing that is. But that slipped because of me. I take full responsibility for the slipping. What you can do if you're a bit smarter than me is actually use a little bit of your dotty tape runner to hold that down onto the magnetic mat so it won't move. Because the only thing that won't move is obviously magnetic things. So, and then the most fabulous thing is we have the die cut so we can cut it out as well. And that's actually, that gets onto my next crazy thought. What do you guys think about a lesson on die cutting? Do you think you don't need to be taught how to suck eggs? Or shown how to suck eggs, I should say. You know what, I'm going to do that again because I really want to. So just twisty, 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 twisty. And the great thing about this is I could flip that piece of card. That would be upside down, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to die cut it. Let's run that through the press. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I'm glad you think it's pretty. I was having a crazy day the other day and it dang near drew me to tears when I topped my day off by dropping my phone and it bounced. Oh no. Yeah, it really does just make you want to go, nope, 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 nope. Right, this time I'm going to hold it properly and I'm going to swap those over correctly And I'm going to line this up in the correct manner. There we are. And I'm going to go with my... So that other butterfly was me teaching you that you go lightly over the top of the press plate. Yeah. That's that. So you just need to go lightly in twisty motions, and you'll see the ink gets onto there pretty good. See, and I've actually made it slip a bit. See, eagle eyes, eagle eyes. If you're doing a series of lessons, I think it would be good. Not everyone is familiar with. Okay, I will do that. I will go ahead with a die cutting lesson then. I just seem to have done it a bit backwards by doing foiling, then better pressing, then die cutting. I should have done die cutting and then better pressing and then foiling. But you know, I just get excited to do things, so I just want to do them. Right, there we are. That one isn't messed up. And look how beautiful she is. She's so pretty. And she's pressed in. Oh my God! Dalise! Hola! Thank you for coming in, my darling. It is so lovely to see you. It's always lovely to see you. It's lovely to see everybody. Oh, Dalise, you would be so proud of me. Oh, hi, Laurie. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you're well. You would be so proud of me. I did the man thing, and because the light fitting in here exploded, I rewired a brand new one. Like, entirely rewired it. Here you go. I'll tilt it up so you can have a look, because it's got a nice fan built into it as well. You can't see the fan blades because it's spinning really fast, but that right there was done by pure gay audacity. Pure gay audacity. Oh, I know. I did the man stuff, things and stuff. Grr. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I need assistance. Well, not to worry, because Dalise isn't live, but I am. And we can all come and have some fun with me. Yay! Sorry, I'm just having a... I think I might have gone a bit Delulu on the ceiling. Oh, I love you, sweetie. You should see the wire job I did on our fans. They probably shouldn't look, but let's just say have good renter's insurance. Oh my gosh. Yes, we need to plan our next live together, girlies. Because we did... I have her in my stripes, Miss Casmataz. I most certainly have. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm using here, it is a scrapbook.com magnetic magic mat. It's for die cutting. It's usually magnetic. However, this one is a little bit warped and has lost a little bit of its magneticism, because I've been using it for well over a year. So the good thing about that is it will save you on purchasing these boogers. And all you need to do is put your base plate, if you're using a Spellbinders Platinum 6, your base plate, the adapter plate, then your magnetic magic mat, or magic mat if you have just a normal one, and put your plate on top as normal. And you can see Okay, we've got a little bit of resistance there, but that's fine. But it's going through. But I mean, I had to put in the tiniest bit of actual effort to get that to go through. It's just like, it's just insane. I think it's brilliant. And look at how well that cuts. I mean, she's a beautiful little butterfly. And it doesn't put so much pressure on it. It turns your low tack tape into high tack tape. Unlike other brands that I will not mention. We don't talk about them. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Okay, I've definitely gone Delulu. Apologies, my darlings. I fixed my toilet with industrial fish tank sealer. I mean, girl, that is heterosexual audacity right there. You go. You get that audacity in. And there we go. There's our second little butterfly. So that is how you can press and layer and die cut. And trash your craft room at the same time. I need assistance. Like I did. So I thought today was going absolutely great because I've done all of this organising of all of my crafty stuff. I've gotten a bag of stuff ready to go to be sold off. It was going to cost me $500 for a new toilet. The sealer costed me $30. Well, I mean, anything can be fixed with audacity. That's all I'm going to say. Absolutely anything can be fixed with audacity. Right, I just need to put those few bits back up there. I'm losing the plot, guys. Right, so we've done some pressing with pressing plates. Yes, we were doing pressy plates. I'm reminding myself because I'm an idiot. Cleany cloth. And you can see here that I've left it too long and this is now stained a little. But it doesn't matter because it won't affect the use of it. If you use your actual inks, they do a similar thing. But they still work perfectly fine. Just a little bit stained. I can't remember how that came off, so I'm just going to try and put those back on like that. That'll do. Why do I feel like I'm missing one? That's because I am. How did all of these fit in here? It's like some weird puzzle to put things back. I don't know how they went. You know what? I'll deal with that later. We're going to do some sentiments now, kids. So let's move the cutting platform out of the way, and put our sentiments on, preferably at the correct way. It helps. And just so that I can show you how I did it before, because I'm going to be using the A2 type of side, I'm going to put a few little bits of dotty tape runner. Now this cleans off really easily to hold the card down. And there we go, I've got my piece of card and it's being held down. Now for this one, I'm actually going to use an oil-based ink. Now this is Lisa Horton's Solid Black. It's a fast-drying, crisp, permanent permanent ink wheel stain. It's oil-based, which is the same as the ones that the BetterPress actually produce themselves. And again, I'm just going on there with it in a nice light twisty motion. I'm going to pop my card over the top, pop-de-pop, and run it through. And it's like running, yeah. I don't need to tell you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. And there we are. There's our sentiments. Now, the best thing you can do to get rid of this is very quickly, do not leave it to sit. If you leave this type of ink to sit, it can and will completely stain and it will never come off. But as you can see here, here and here, that was using the BetterPress actual ink pad doing that, and yeah, that was that's what I did. I made a mess. But there we go, we have our sentiments. So you're probably going to guess what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take that off of there. I'm going to pop that down on there. Because we do have our matching. And I'm going to pray to the gods that my magnetic mat has got enough magnetic left in it to hold that die. Yes, it is used with love. Lots and lots of love. Do you know how long I sat there trying to get those ink stains off? Because that's the kind of person I am. And there we go. And we can see there we've got some absolutely lovely sentiments that we can use on any card. So we've got those to use on any card. So those are going to be spare. So just so you guys know that this evening, because obviously I started a bit later and all of that jazz, I'm not going to make a card this evening, guys. I'm really, really sorry. Because I need to make sure I actually get some proper sleep tonight. Do ink pads say if they are oil-based or water-based on the label? Some will, some won't. So if you buy them from a reputable source, they have a lovely little spiel about what their inks will do. But with these ones, it's saying that it's pigment ink. So you know kind of what they're doing. If we have a look at the handwriting on here, like so here, StazOn, I've got my StazOn quick drying solvent ink, so we know that's a solvent ink. 9 out of 10 companies will put on the bottom pigment is oil. There you go. That's something I didn't know. Everybody's learning tonight. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yes, dye inks are water based, and pigment inks are oil based, and then you've got solvent based, which is your StazOn. Yeah. And then you've got hybrid inks, which are a mixture of the two, or which can be the mixture of dye and pigment inks. All sorts of fun stuff. All sorts. I am so sorry that yeah, I think I'm having Yeah. I think I'm having a day. Because Simon Hurley's a dye and water reactive. There you go. So I believe they're hybrid inks. If I am knowing what I'm talking about for 2 minutes. Right. Anyways, we're going to move on to foil plates. Now, really, some distressed ones and they never seem to dry. That's quite crazy. All of my ones, but then I normally do take a heat gun to mine to dry them quickly because I'm usually making a mess. So that might be a thing. Right, moving swiftly forward to foil plates. So like I said earlier on, these do not have the special coating on them. That stops them from getting stained. So I thought we could use this very lovely damask pattern. Yeah, that's going to cover most of it, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop that there because when I do this, if I line that up, press that down where the glue dots are, and that'll pick the paper up for me. Handy tip. So I'm going to come in with my inks, and again I'm just doing the nice twisty, the nice light twisty. And I don't normally see a damask pattern like this, but you know. I'm just randomly going across with both of them. Oh, let me try and move this a bit more central. So sorry guys. And I'm just going to run that through. And we're going to see, I don't know why I'm holding on to it. I don't need to hold on to it. It's a force of habit, because when I used to have my Sizzix, I used to have to really grip it at the top to stop it from doing silly things. Right, let's see what we've made. Oh wow, isn't that gorgeous? I really like that. Oh, that's pretty. And that's just with using a foil plate. But using different colours, you could make that into something really grungy. And I don't know if I can get the light to catch it or not, but I'm going to try. Because it looks... Let me put the light up. I don't know if it's going to catch so that you can see the... There you go. I think it's there. But you can see all the sparkle that's in it. I can see it. It's really shimmery. Sorry, my poor little brain just went into a... I went into a sparkly coma. Sorry. Right. So there we have also pressing with foil plates, which I think is quite fun. And I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know if those are layerable, but yeah. So that's pretty much everything that I can kind of, is it everything that I can kind of show? Yeah, because we've gone through the oohs and oats. So really what you want to be using with this is cotton paper. This is a damask plate that was released by Crafter's Companion some years ago. I purchased this one off of a lovely lady on eBay because I refused to directly fund that company. So I bought this off a lovely lady on eBay, and it's one of the plates I actually really like. Which again also can be used for foiling because it is a foil plate. You know what? I actually want to give this one a go. I've not tried this one. I'm going to give this one a go, and I'm going to do the ombre effect with it, like I did with the damask. Let's put that down there. We'll get ourselves a nice piece of. Oh, that's a bit bigger, isn't it? That means I'm going to have to rejig where I put me. So if I put a little bit of dotty tape there, and there. I'll set my paper. And I'm going to do the same. I just want to see it like this. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Let's see what it does. Because not every foil plate, but I don't know if that one's going to be deep enough to actually not get all that ink I put on the plate all over it. I love the Constellations plate. I don't know who made it, where it come from, because I bought it on Emu. So I'm not sure. Oh, you dirty bugger. It's not as ombre as I'd have liked, but you still get the oh, look. Oh, the sparkles caught there. Love the sparkles. Did you lose me? According to my system, everything is streaming as appropriately. And I'm talking. I'm hoping you can hear me. And then if I want to die cut that, I can just simply die cut it. But so some of the do's and don'ts with the BetterPress machine. Let's talk about some do's and don'ts. So what you should be using is the lovely cotton paper. Unfortunately, I don't have any. The best results I've had without using the cotton paper are with Nina cardstock, because it's super smoothie, and watercolor, depending on what kind of depth you want to get. And also using watercolor, you can get different types of results. So such as that, I could, because this is watercolor card, I can spritz that and then just dab off some of the excess, and you can see there that, oh, let me dab off more of the excess, and you can see there that it's all kind of smeary and smudged into each other, so it will give you a nice effect. If you're using a foil plate, you could pull out one or two of the shims from under the grey plate. Yes you can. It depends on the thickness of your foil plate. So this one is quite thin. It's a very thin foil plate. I don't know if you can see. It's a very, very thin foil plate. But then we have this one that is quite substantially thicker. So it all depends. That's what the shims are there for you to pull out and put in as required for what you want to be doing. Yes. Without building a card, I don't know if I want to build a card, because I'm kind of looking at this stuff and I'm like, oh, it's pretty. But then I'm like, yeah, I'm really tired. It's been a long day and I just fitted a light fitting. And I think I might have electrocuted myself a little bit. Oh, you have some that are super thick. Because I've sweated so much, I think some of the, yeah. I don't think I properly electrocuted myself, but I think a little bit of current did go through me. Yeah. I'm going delulu. So, yes, there are all sorts of different press plates and foil plates that you can use with this machine, and you'll get some brilliant, brilliant results. I've used some myself on a lot of cards that I've made. I've even... You know what I haven't tried, though? Is pressing with a normal die. Let's try that. I'm going to try it. Why not? What could it hurt? Right, let's put some paper on this bad boy. Right, we've got some paper here. And what kind of normal die do I want to use? We should have... Where's any Christmassy bits that I'm allowed to use? Because they've been launched. I can't use the Christmassy bits that haven't been launched because I'll get into all sorts of trouble. You know what, I'm just going to try it with this trellis die. Let's see what it does. What? Thickness matters. Damn right thickness matters. Sorry, I missed that. How dare I? Alright, let's see what it does with a normal die, because I've never tried this. It might do something. It might do nothing. We're about to find out. Let's see. Oh wow, it did something. I think I need to put another shim in. I should have another shim because I didn't put them all back in. Did I? Where did it go? Ah, it's there. I know I didn't put them all back in. You know what? Let's put that back in. We're going to try it again. This time we might get a better press. Haha! This time we might get a better press. See what I did there, kids? Right, let's pop that back from where it came from. I'm losing what's left of the plot, I swear. That was the worst dad joke ever. We did, we got a better press. How cool is that? I didn't even know you could do that with normal dies on this. That is so cool. That's, you could actually call that like a faux foiling technique. If you're using like interference or metallic inks, that could be faux foiling, because you could put that on any colour cardstock and it would give that. And because I've got the outer edge dies, I can cut that out and make that look pretty on a card. Oh my actual god. You know what? I'm going to ink that up one more time. One more time. We're going to celebrate. Oh yeah, come on, we're going dancing. Okay. I think I'm done. Right, let's give this another go. Just wanted to make sure that it inked properly all the way through. Damn right it did, look at that. I mean, you might have to put it through a few things. Did you do that with sticky ink so you could powder embossing? No. That is just this ink on there ran through with that. That's all that is. Oh, what if you did that with sticky ink? Oh, wow. There's only one way to find out. Do. Come on, cardstock. Let's get sickening. Right. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Aww. Bye, Dalise. It was lovely to have you. I love you and miss you and cake and junk. Right, let's just clean that off because she's a dirty girl. Right. Let's go. Sticking. I'm not sure if sticky ink is going to work because she wants to move around with sticky ink. But we're going to try. I'm going to break all the rules and do some pouncing. Right. There we go. Let's go! Stick. I'm doing this for you, my darling Elizabeth. Let's see how it turns out. Right. Well, we got an emboss. I don't know if there's sticky ink on it, but I guess we're going to find out. Right, let's try black. You know, because if it's going to stand out, it's going to stand out with that, isn't it? I'm going overkill. Oh my god, it worked. Right. Well, I mean, it worked. We're going to find out if it... Well, it worked. It worked. It did the thing. So now we're going to find out. Hi, Anna. Well, punch me in the face and call me Sally Struthers. How freaking gorgeous is that? No, I don't want that one. It's the other die. It is really cool. Thank you for like telling me to do it. Jeez. I would never have thought of doing it. I wanted this one actually. I would never thought of doing it with normal dies and then like heat embossing as well. Girl. There are some things not even I think about. You are insane. In the membrane. Insane in the what? Right, let's cut this bad boy. I mean, I would never have thought of doing this. This is just mad. Okay, I have to put some effort into that. Oh. Insane in the membrane. That is so freaking cool. I mean, obviously you won't rush it like I did, and you'll actually, you know, use your poofy bag, the poof bag. It makes it go poof before you do any of the stuff that I did. And then you won't get all these extra bits like I did. I'm teaching you that this was all done on purpose to teach you. Anti-static bag, that's the one. I call it the puff bag, but that's just me. I am insane tonight. Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. No. Elizabeth, this is an educational showing of what can go wrong if you don't do things correctly. This is a lesson. It's a puff bag. You just go poof and it goes poof, and then you do your, yeah, you do that. I lost the plot. I think it's time for me to go home. You know what I want to do with this now? I think this is insane. I really want to do it. I'm going to do it. Right, what colours have we got here? This is the explosion powder. Oh yeah, we'll have some of that. It doesn't look like anything's come out of it, but I promise you it has. It will forever be the puff bag. Oh, not a lot came out. Usually that stuff flies and I have to do all sorts of things to try and stop it. Right, where did that red go? No, I'm going to use some green. Oops, that was a bit much. I'm going into a, I want one of those puff brushes. It's a puff bag. Right, and then just to add a bit of texture, I'm gonna how freaking cool is that? Or is that just me? Like loads of that went onto the desk. But you know what? I don't care. How freaking cool is that? I love that. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see the sparkly of the black from where... I don't know if the light's catching it. If you can see the sparkly on the black. Because it... Ah, there we go. There it is. There it is. See it? Right there. Right there. It's up there. It's up there. Ah, how cool. There's a bit too much green. But that's because a load of green fell out. I can't do a lot about that. These things are so hit and miss because you either do tap, 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 and a little bit comes out, or you just go tap and then it goes poof. Hence the name explosion powders, I guess. That would be, there we go, explosion powders are explosion. Is there anything else anybody would like to see before I go to beddy buys? Elizabeth, you are welcome, and I am always happy to experiment depending on the situation. Is there anything else that anybody would like to see me do with the BetterPress? I thought I'd rein that into the BetterPress before I end the live, because, you know, I like to get you guys in on the what's going on, sis. Because without you, there is no me. I say this all the time. Without you guys, there's absolutely no me, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you. You're all amazing. You are fabulous. You are beautiful. I can only give you love hearts because I have nothing else to give. So love hearts. If there is nothing anybody else would like to say, I'm going to call it a night. And I just want to say again, thank you all for being here. If you could do the like, the commenty and the subscribey thing, if you like what you see. I will see you all on the next one, which I believe is going to be a die cutting class. And I'm thinking of running that on Saturday. And then we will have another class on Monday, which we will decide what it's going to be on Friday, because this is your classroom and not mine. I'm just here to teach you what I could teach you. I hope you've all had loads of fun. I will see you all on the next one. Have a wonderful evening, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. I love you all. Bye-bye.